everyone, let's get started. Let's push the right buttons. Let's see if you guys can see me. Hope you can. Hope all is going well. Hello. I love that music. Matter of fact, I think we're going to do something a little bit different. Let me go ahead and get my streaming playlist going. Let's do that song again. I love it. It's called Funky Disco. It's the YouTube free music, I guess, royalty free music you have. And yeah, let's just do it again. We'll just have it playing in the background with my streaming playlist. But anyway, let's get started. I sent my tweet out just a couple seconds ago. I did almost forget. Let me put my little notifications in all the Discords as well. Because I'm sitting here just jamming to the music. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna get started. We're gonna play a little Minecraft Millionaire. We're gonna get in here, and I was like, oh, I didn't send out my notifications. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this world. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday afternoon or early Monday morning. Let's see, where else is all this information? Let's put a notification in there. All my Discord. Let's put there is a notification in there. But you guys are already here because you saw my notification. Hello, Master T. Hello, Wizard. Hello, Ronaldo. Hello, everyone. Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of music going in the background. It's a little mixed with Minecraft music, but it keeps us going. So, we are back on Minecraft Millionaire. I am Haley, and I have learned more this week than I have probably in the last 3 weeks that we have done Rotary Craft. So, let's jump in. We probably will go a little bit more than an hour because I want to finish up Rotary Craft today, at least as much as we can. So, we're gonna go back a little bit, and I'm gonna show you what I think the mod pack maker was trying to say. By the way, if you're here, I want to make sure you click that like button because you know that like button does help the YouTube algorithm. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure you also click that like button as well. If you're new here, make sure you also click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can know when I have videos that come out in these streams. Now, we've been doing pretty good. We've been doing these streams live every week, and I hope the videos have been pretty clear. For my playback, they seem like they're much better than the recorded videos, and interacting with you guys live is just so much fun. I enjoy this. I'm hoping that we get better and better as we do this. Rotary Craft has been a tricky mod to play with, and the mod pack maker, I think I finally understand what they were trying to say. So one of the blocks that they really didn't talk about making was this dynamometer, and I think I may have talked about it last week, but let's look and see. It's really easy to make a dynamometer. Well, it's not gonna spell it. Dynamometer. That's not even a real word. Dynamometer. Okay, so this is really easy to make. It just requires an ender pearl, or you can use silicone along with a shaft unit, a mount, and a screen. Screen's very easy to make. We've gone through a lot of these things already, but this shows you pretty much how much torque and speed your setup is using. So when we go back to, I believe it was the extractor chapter, and it was talking about, a certain setup it needed us to do. Maybe it wasn't the extractor chapter. What chapter was that quest? Yeah, I was talking about how much torque this thing actually needed was 500 nanometers. I'm guessing NM stands for nanometers of torque for certain things that it needed. Stage 2 requires all these the speed is radians per second. And all that stuff meant really nothing because there's nothing on these things when they run that tells you what it's actually doing. But this dynamometer, that's not a funny word to say, actually will tell you that information. So we're going to do a little bit of setup here. I've got a lot of automation going on back here. I've got a crap ton of fuel because I have done a lot of testing, and hopefully I have done enough research to be able to complete the setup for today. So the gasoline engines here, each one of these produces a certain amount of torque and a certain amount of speed. Matter of fact, the speed, I believe, well, let's just go ahead and set it up. If I run one of these, I'm just going to put a little bit of things in there. I can see one of these actually does 512 speed, and that's the max speed that it would do. Hi Wix, how are you doing? Good to see you in a live stream. Be seeing you again later tonight when we're playing some Overcooked over on Twitch. That's at 8 p.m. Central Time if you guys get a chance to come out and check it out. But yeah, so one of these by itself gets 128 nanometers NMs of torque. And what it wanted us to do was to kind of do this setup here. Is that each shaft unit, you know, we talked about the setup. You use this little wrench to make it go left, right, whichever one to go. But in the first one, you can actually put 2 of these in. And when I set up 2 gas engines to run, we get the same speed. They're still going 512 rads per second, but the torque doubles. So every time you have a gasoline engine going through this particular setup, it increases the amount of torque that it uses. Now, let me get my other spreadsheet open here because, again, I did some research. And the gears that it actually had us hook stuff up to can actually change the amount of speed. No, not speed. It can increase the torque up to about 5,000, of almost 4,096. But what we want to do, if we go back, again, we're going to read, now that we actually understand what's going on here. 9 p.m. Eastern Time, yes, Wix, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, and 6 p.m. Pacific. Get all those time zones in there for the stream tonight. But right now, it is Sunday, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, Wix, and we're doing Minecraft Millionaire. Okay, so one of the things we made this thing called a friction heater. And it says here the friction heater is most efficient when it receives the same amount of speed and torque. So basically, we want to be able to get a friction heater up to, as long as the torque and the speed are the same, the friction heater will make it go hotter. So if we actually add in these, make these next 2 engines going, we can see that we can get 512 torque and 512 speed. So that is the max that we're going to be able to get here, along with, I don't know the power yet, we'll figure it out. But the goal we were trying to do, we were trying to get this blast furnace up to 900 degrees because we're trying to make aluminum alloy. That is the actual quest that we're on right now, aluminum alloy, and it wants us to heat it up to 900 degrees. So it wants us to do the 4 engine setup that we never quite figured out last time, and I think we got it figured out this time. The 4 engine setup, basically it has 4 engines, 3 shaft junctions going into whatever item you need it, and it will get it going to 512 and 512. So we're going to get all of that hooked up here to our friction heater to hopefully heat this up. Now I still have this over a block of lava. So there's a lava block underneath here that's getting it up to 600 degrees, but we're going to need to get this as hot as possible. Now 900 is not as hot as that you're going to get. As a matter of fact, I think the next we're going to need it to get up to is about 1100 degrees, but let's go ahead and get this set up. So we're going to hook up all of these. I know I'm wasting a little bit of fuel, but I've got a crap ton of fuel being made. And when I say a crap ton, guys, look up here. I've got all of this sludge that's being made from my fermenters down here. The sludge is being smelted down into the crystal. So I think we're good on fuel for right now. We're not wasting it. Wix says, and I'm pretty sure rads per second is radians per second. Wix, I need you here. Yes, because I don't know what any of this actually means. Where have you been for the last few weeks? All this technical stuff. A rad is a unit that measures the amount of radiation absorbed by something, while rad, in this case, is abbreviation for radian. Possibly so. Possibly so. Wix is the genius when it comes to nerd tech talk next to Snoop. You know, Wix is younger than Snoop, so he's got a way to learn, but he can translate that. If Wix says it, I'm going to believe it until Wix says it's not, pretty much. Jamie, how are you doing? It's been a long time. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you in the live stream over here on the YouTuberverse. All right, let's go and get this set up because, like I said, we're probably going to go a little bit over an hour because we still have quite a bit. I want to see if we can get these next couple of machines made here so we can work on getting the bedrock. Okay, so we're going to hook these up to the friction heater. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, you need to go here. Now, we're going to hook up our green as input, red as output. So this first one's already going in the right directions. We've got spots for 2 engines to be hooked up down here. So let's turn both of those in towards this shaft junction, and those 2 are ready to go. You keep forgetting this stream is here. That's why you've not been here. It's totally fine. Streaming on a Sunday afternoon is a little, kind of outside of the ordinary for me normally, but for the last few weeks, it has been normal, and I've enjoyed this. So if you guys forget, it's perfectly fine because the replay is still there. And if you guys are watching this on the replay. Don't forget to leave those comments down. I love hearing from you guys. Tell me how much you love this stream, or if there's I'm probably going to be doing some more things later down the road. I've been kind of tampering around with some other Minecraft packs, and who knows, we may be doing some more live streams in the future. All right, but let's get going. So we got this shaft junction. This shaft junction is going green is input, red is output. So we got these two, green here and red output. This one is going to be, need to have the red over here, and come on. All right, green, green, red. Okay, so we're going to put the next engine here and make sure these are facing the right direction. That goes that way, that goes that way. Okay, now this next one needs to be going, I need an input on this side and an output that way. So make sure green, come on. Okay, green input, red is output, going out that way. Put this engine there, turn this one around. Turn around. There we go. All right. So now hopefully all these engines are ready to go. Now, so we're doing this without any gears. So some of the research I did, you can try to get the gears to go in. And so in the numbers that I looked at for the gears, having a 16 gear setup, you can get the speed and the torque up. It's pretty much about the same, 512 speed and 128 torque. But if you do a 16 and an 8 setup, you can get the torque up to 193, but the speed does slow down. If you do a 16 gear and a 2 gear combo, you can get your torque up to 1024. But again, it's a slower speed. And the 16 by 2, if you swap the speed and the torque on that, you can get it up to 4000 with a slower speed. But according to our quest book, our mod pack maker says that the best combination is where you have the speed and the torque going the same. So we're going to go for that. All right, Wizard, you're just here to be getting some groceries while listening. All right, you know what? You do your grocery shopping. You might pick me up some milk while you're out. I am actually out of milk, and so that would be helpful, Wizard. Anyway, Drag says, hello, everyone. I didn't almost forget about the stream. Drag, totally fine. I almost didn't forget to tweet. But I did send out a tweet, put out my notifications, so I know everyone's going to be coming in. And you guys, it's a live stream. Come and go as you please. Drop a hello in the chat. Always good to hear from you there. All right, let's get these guys powered up, and let's see if we can get this up to 900 degrees. So we have all our ingredients here. We got aluminum ingots and some silicone powder. If we get this to 900 degrees, we should be able to make some aluminum alloy, which is the next ingredient that we need. So let's just put a little bit in here. So that's already got this heating up. Oh, well, no, it hasn't doing nothing. Oh, it's heating up a little bit. It's going up to, this should go to about 780 degrees probably from just that one. And then I'll stop here, 770. Yeah, 779. There's 780. All right, let's go ahead and get the next one going. It's going to give it a little bit more torque with the same amount of speed. And we should be able to see now it's going over 800 degrees there. We get the third one going, and we're at 886, 900. We're at 900 just with those three. Wow. And there we go. We have now reached 900 degrees, and that's going to go ahead and give us our aluminum alloy ingot. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get this last one going, and let's see how hot it can actually get. So it's 950, 960. Hopefully it'll get to about 1,000 degrees, which is what we're actually going to need. So, when I actually read and understand the setup and how things are going, it's so much easier. 1,000 degrees. There we go. You guys see at the top, 1,000 degrees. But let's get back into the quest book. Like I said, we want to see how much we can complete of rotary craft in this hour. So aluminum alloy has been completed, and that will open up these next two chapters here, Performance Matters and Micro Turbine. I'm actually going to continue to go down this path here because we want to be able to try to make this. Looks like there's just a performance engine, which probably will come in handy, but let's go ahead and read the micro turbine. Don't let the name fool you. This is one of the best generators of rotorcraft. Simply supply it with jet fuel and it can reach insane speeds, perfect for making more jet fuel and powering the pulse jet furnace. We made that last time, but I don't think we ever did anything with it. Jamie says, how long will you be doing this today? I will be streaming for just about an hour or so. We've got about 45 minutes left. These are shorter streams. These are kind of replacing the recorded material. I had some issues with the recordings and the video output, so doing the live stream seems to be working out much better. So they're just about an hour, but we'll probably go a little bit longer than an hour because I want to try to finish up some of these quests today. Okay, so we're going to try to make this micro turbine engine. So it requires 2 aluminum alloy ingots, which we got, compressors, turbines, shaft units, base panels, and a high temperature combustor, which looks like this is made in the blast furnace, but the blast furnace has to be heated to 1,100 degrees. We are not quite there. So I don't know if we can make that just yet. We've got it up to 1,000, but we need 100 more degrees. And I don't know if I need to do another furniture setup, but let's look at this other, maybe this other quest is going to be helpful to get there. Performance matters. The performance engine is a upgraded version of the regular engine, but it can also be crafted on its own. It runs on ethanol, but also uses water for coolant and an additive, either redstone or gunpowder or blaze powder. Okay. Well, let's build 2 all-new performance engines to devote to heating our blast furnace. Okay, so maybe this is actually going to make these run a little bit faster, because remember, these will only go up to 512 radians per second. No, yeah, radians per second per Wix. And the torque is 512 with the 4 of these running. So these are going to run out of fuel here in a little bit, but that's totally fine. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and look at that. What was the engine called again? It is called Performance Engines. Okay, so Performance Engines, they require aluminum alloy cylinders. So I'm probably going to need a little bit more aluminum alloy, which we got 63 of those. So that's going to be not too hard there. Okay, just in a crafting table that will give us those 2. So we'll do this. This whole chest over here is going to be all of our rotary craft items, so it'll make things a lot easier. Okay, shaft units are going to be, I think I have 1 shaft unit already. 2 gear units. I don't have one of those. Let's make that. Oops. Let's see. I got a shift click to make that work. Nope. Wait. Oh. Let's see. I need probably a little bit more of that. Okay. So now let's make the 2 gear units. There we go. The 2X gear units. The ignition unit. Okay, that looks simple enough. I'm going to need either copper or gold. I'm actually going to need some more steel. Let's get some more steel made up, because I don't think I have any more. If you guys remember, the recipe for steel requires some iron, which I have a little bit of that. I'm going to need to make some more iron. Oh, wait. We were making iron. We're making redstone. Remember how we doubled our iron? So I have a bunch of this iron ore solution and iron ore dust. I remember what goes where. Let's see here. I don't have the right setup to get this up and running. Let's see. If I put that goes there. I think this is the final one that comes out. Okay, so I need to put an engine, but I need to put a gear set next to that. Yeah, we're gonna get all these running. Let's take one of these. A little bit more of that. Take one of these engines temporarily, because it's getting hot enough right now with the 4 on here. Hi, Dragonstar. I am doing well. How has your day been so far? Mine's been pretty good. I cannot complain. Okay, so we're going to put one of these here. Green is input, red is output. And we're just going to hook up, one engine to it for right now. Green is input, red is output. I always have to keep saying that to remind myself to make sure I got the right thing going. Okay, so let's put a little fuel in here. And I have to change it to make sure I've got the right. So I need, this last one's going to go ahead and go. If I change this to speed, I'll have enough to get this one going. So let's go ahead and get these going, these middle 2, and I'll get more iron ore solution, and then I can change that back to iron ore dust. Meanwhile, let's see if I have enough to make this circuit. I'm all about multitasking. So I needed to make, I'll need to grab a couple pieces of gold. I think I have all that in the system over here. Let's see. Grab a couple pieces of gold. Do I have extra iron in here? Oh, I do. Okay, I got iron. Enough to make a full stack. Okay, That's gonna work out well. Where am I going? I'm going back over here. Oh, redstone. Redstone. I saw that. I saw that. I need redstone. Yeah, redstone ore flakes. What are those used for? I think I just smelt it down into that. Let's go ahead and smelt that down here. Oh, good grief. I got everything everywhere. Okay, yeah, let's get some more redstone in there. Alright, so how are we doing over here? Got about 5 more of those. We got 22. Yeah, we got plenty of iron. I actually like that a lot better now that I understand how it works. Okay, so and I had, yeah, okay. What we were making? We were making the performance engine. Let's get it back over here. I'm also just doing things on its own. Performance engines. What we're trying to make. We need to make one of these here. Okay, got one of those there, ready to go. Okay, so what are we missing now? We have the plate and I need a propeller. I need one propeller, which is just steel around the gear. I don't have a gear. I don't have enough steel. Okay, so I do need to make some more steel. So let's put this, to make steel, we put this in here, and then I need gunpowder, iron, and, no, it was gunpowder, charcoal, let's see, HSLA. You guys remember that recipe? You're doing super great, super great. I like super great on a super great Sunday. Who remembers the recipe for this steel? Everyone does, right? Sand, coal, and gunpowder. You passed the test. Sand, coal, and gunpowder. We have just enough of that. All right. Get that over here. And we're going to need to fuel these things back up. Get at least one of them going. It should be hot enough. Yeah, I don't want to waste it, because one thing about it, if it doesn't, I mean, it's going to just keep using the fuel whether you're using it or not. So one engine going gets us over to 800 degrees, so that's plenty. That's going to utilize all of that. What days do I stream on here? Sundays only on YouTube, and Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays on Twitch. So that's when you can find Haley on the live stream. Okay, so I need to make a performance engine. I wish it would stay. I wish this had the bookmark. Again, playing a 117 pack is a little challenging. Okay, so to make the propeller, I need a gear. So let's get 3 gears, and then I can make the propeller. Okay, and then we get everything in our inventory. Let's grab that. Let's just grab everything that we think we need. I think I need the shaft unit, and over here on the work table, if we had everything, what are we missing? We got the 2x2 gear, that propeller. Did not bring the cylinders up? No, the cylinders are there. Okay, so do I have to put this in manually? Because sometimes it doesn't. Oh, I don't have a radiator. I never made a radiator. What's the radiator? Okay, radiator's still simple. I need glass and gold. Okay. I forgot the radiator. My bad. My bad. Let's see. Can I make it here? Radiator. Okay. I should be able to make one. Oh, I don't need glass. Really? How can I be missing glass? Oh. Always going back and forth, back and forth. Hey, Wizard, how's that grocery shopping going? Picking up everything you need? 3 pieces of glass. Oh my gosh, come on. Alright, let's see. We're halfway through. And we're going to finish this quest. We're going to finish at least 3 out of the... How many quests do we have left to finish in this chapter? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're gonna finish at least 3 out of the 6. No, I said we're gonna do all. I said we're gonna do all of them. We're gonna try our best. Some of this is just gonna be timing. Oh wait, is that a special kind of glass I need for the radiator? Radiator. Oh, liquid pipe. Really? Oh, well, you're new. Oh, okay, all right. No, we'll head over here. We'll make some liquid pipe. Have I made that before? Do I do any night streaming anywhere? Actually, tonight I have liquid pack right there. Tonight we will be streaming over on Twitch at 8 p.m. Central Time. Wizard says it's going good, but there's some items they are out of that you need. Well, that is not good, Wizard. They need to have everything you need because, you know, you got groceries. You got stuff you need. Great performance engine. There you go. Okay. There we go. Now we have one. I need two of these. I need it too. Okay, that's perfectly fine. We just need to make another one of those. 2 cylinders, another one of these, and more gold and redstone. I completely forgot. Yeah, so tonight, Jamie, we will be back over on Twitch at 8 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be doing some Overcooked 2. It slipped my mind. It slipped my mind. I didn't mean to forget. That's what happens when you get old. A gray-haired moment, as I call it. Yeah, so if you want to come hang out with us, yeah, so every Friday night, Saturday afternoonish night, and Sunday I'm over on Twitch in the evenings. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get 2 of these going. 2 of these going. So I needed. What did I need? I need another radiator. Okay, one more radiator. One more radiator. Okay, so I got a radiator. Got that. I'm going to need another propeller. Too much. Hang on, let's clear some stuff out here. I think that can come out of there. Okay, I need another propeller. What else are we missing? I think I need another 2x2 gear. Get another one of those. Okay, we're missing some stuff there. What are we missing there? I think I need more of these little shaft guys. Iron ingot. Okay. Can I reset my inventory? There we go. Okay. I know it makes some more room there. Alright, let's see. Make another one of these. What am I missing? I'm missing gears. Okay. Make another one of you. Alright, now I can make one of you. Get out of there. Yeah, get out of there. Okay, now let's see. I should have most everything. I don't have this piece here, the ignition unit. I just need one. Get out of there. Hold on. Okay. Now, performance engine. There we go. There's 2 performance engines. Yay! Quest complete. Okay, so the quest complete, and it's not a part 2 on that. So I'm just gonna hook this up here and see what this uses. So green is input, red is output, and if I put some fuel in here, it needs fuel and water. All right, Wix, thank you so much. I will see you tonight. Enjoy your afternoon. All right, so if we put some fuel in here, okay, still getting 512 and 128, but I think it also requires water. Maybe it gets more time, I'm not sure. Or oh, wait, I can put jet fuel in here. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Additives. Maybe the jet fuel is being an additive. I have some jet fuel here. Let me read what this says again. Performance engine acts like the gasoline engine, runs on ethanol, but it also requires water coolant and can only reach a maximum output when given the correct additives to its fuel supply. Redstone, gunpowder, or blaze powder, each being more efficient than the last. Fully supplied and maintained, these engines will produce 256 of torque at 1024 rads. Okay, so 2 of these, when I need to give it water, I'm going to give it ethanol and an additive such as redstone. Let's see if I give 1 piece of redstone. Okay, so I've got redstone in it, and it does increase. I think it needs more water. I'm gonna have to get a good water supply going in there. So it's not getting very much speed. Let's see, additives already. Oh, okay. I see, kind of. I can only watch you on YouTube, which you can do it on here tonight, so you can still talk to you more. Oh, Jamie, I'm so sorry. Well, I mean, you can get Twitch on your phone as well. I just wanted. It's another reason I'm kind of doing some YouTube, because I know some people cannot access live streams on Twitch. So, you know, by doing this, it gives you that additional option as well. Let me swap this over. I almost forgot. I need to switch this over here to get all that iron ore solution turning into iron. So turn that and add some more fuel, which I should have. So much fuel. We have so much ethanol over here cooking up. Let's put that in here. Yeah, it's about 15 minutes there. And that's going to turn all of that iron ore solution into iron ore slurry, where I can melt it down and get more iron. So that'll be perfect. Okay, so I think I understand that a little bit better. So knowing what I need, which it says here an additive, either redstone, gunpowder, or blaze powder. So I know blaze powder we have. So we're going to replace these engines. We're going to replace all these engines with our new performance engines. I'm going to put one here. And we're going to put the other one here. And kind of still got the same solution here, but it says only need 2. So if I can get these to reach up to, oh gosh, okay. Let's make, okay, I need to get water into both of those, a good supply of water. So we're going to first make, I need more iron. I'm going to need more iron. Turn all my other iron into, okay, there's 1 iron ore flake. Oh my gosh, you're going to be so slow in making the iron, aren't you? Come on, give me that one. Okay. It is so slow in making it. All right, let's go ahead, and I need 2 buckets, because we're going to make another water, a water, what's it called? Water thing. This water, what is that thing called? This thing, a water, infinite water source. So I need 3 iron ingots and 2 buckets. Oh, you can only also talk on the weekends. Well, I only stream on the weekends, so that kind of works out pretty well. Let's see. Do I have another bucket in here? I do not, but I do have some extra iron. Okay, so we're going to make us 1 extra bucket. And I need 1 more piece of iron. You done making another? Oh, okay, they made us 1 more. Okay. 1 more piece of iron. Smelt this down. And we'll go ahead and get some water here. So we'll make an infinite water source for those 2 engines. 1, 2. Perfect. And let's see here. Done with that piece. Thank you. Infinite water source is going to be a bucket here, 1 bucket here, and boom. And it keeps the buckets. Yes. Okay. Let's get some transfer pipes, because we'll be able to pull out water. This is like the easiest infinite water source that I think I've seen in all of modded Minecraft. It just requires iron, and it pulls out at a pretty decent rate. So I should be able to pull pipes into both of these. And I'm assuming I'm getting water. Got a dangerous assumption. Maybe I spoke too quickly. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're getting water. It just doesn't say. Okay, there's something going in that side, and there's nothing going in here. Huh. I'm hoping there's water that's going in there. Okay. Well, if we're going to, okay, well, it makes sense because I'll feed in water here. Maybe it'll feed in here once that one's full. So I have to feed this one in manually. Let's get 2 empty buckets of water. I probably could have set the water source. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Because I brought 2 of these out. That way it'll fill them both at the same time. So if I set the water source down here and put 1 there and 1 there. Is it still only going to go into this one first? Probably so. Okay. Nah, that's fine. Let's change that to this side. Now, I don't want it to go in there. That's one thing I don't like about the transfer pipes. You really can't tell it not to go there. There we go. Now we have water going into both of them. Let's just fill this up. Okay. So it'll fill it in simultaneously. Otherwise, it's going to go into this side first. But now it's filling in these sides simultaneously. How is the weather over here? It's actually been very nice. I got up early this morning at about 7:30. And I did a little bit of yard work, and for summertime it was supposed to be like 90 degrees today, but it wasn't like super hot. The wind was blowing, so it actually felt very nice. It's not like, you know, hot and muggy. It's actually really, really nice right now. Hi Penguin, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay, so we're going to take some blaze powder. We're going to use that as the additive. And so remember, we need it to get up to like 1100 degrees. So if we got both of these have water. All right, and you can see here, so they both have water. We're going to put in some fuel. Let's put in fuel there and fuel here. So that's got this cranking up over here. And I'm going to go ahead and put the additives in here. So if I put, yeah, there's plenty of additives in there. So the additives going on this side. This is actually getting, it's getting really hot. 929, 966, 995, 1037, 1052. Just need to get to 1100. Come on, 93, 97, 1100. Woo-hoo! All right. Whew. All right, so we actually know how these work now. They actually make a lot more sense. I probably didn't need these two shaft junctions because I don't have engines going in here. But it is getting as hot as it actually needs. Now, let's go ahead and go back into the quest book, and we're going to look at the micro turbine. This is the one that requires some jet fuel, but it has an ingredient in it that I need to make in the blast furnace, and I need the blast furnace to be 1100 degrees, which it actually is now. So I need 4 steel. I'm going to need an ignition unit. So let's go ahead and make that. Do I have gold? I have gold and redstone on me. So I can make the ignition unit. Micro turbine. Jamie says it's been raining where you're at. Oh, summer rain is the worst because that's when it gets like super humid, and I don't like that. The bad part about not getting rain where I'm at is that my yard is super dry, so I'm actually going to need to make sure I water it because next week is the 4th of July, and I think I'm still going to stream next week. It'll be still early enough in the day with it being a holiday because my neighborhood, they shoot off fireworks all day. And as a fire safety, I make sure that my lawn is really watered because if the grass is super dry and we have all those fireworks, well, bad things could happen. So hopefully I'm going to make sure that I take care of that. So I don't think we're expected to get any rain here in the next couple of days. So that's one thing I'm a little bit worried about. All right, inductive ingots. I don't think we've made this. So we need to make inductive ingots. So we're going to take that pulse jet furnace, which we have not used. I didn't make that last time, right? I think I got it sitting out here. Yeah. Okay, so this pulse jet furnace. Whew. Okay. All right, so it's going to take jet fuel. And let's see, we need to make some inductive ingots. So let's look at the recipe for it. I don't think it's a certain temperature, but it looks like it needs water and jet fuel and an inductive metal blend, which is just going to be gold, some kind of gold grit or gold dust and redstone. So I have a pulverizer or sag mill, so I think I can go ahead and crush that down. Where I'm going to go, you have a great day and see you next week. Jamie, you have a wonderful weekend as well. Stay safe as you can. Okay, so we're going to take this blend here. I heard some weird noises. Everybody good? Yeah, I'm probably going to need some more blaze powder. So I know I can get it high enough, but we'll go hunt us down some blazes to get some more blaze powder to get things going. So I'm going to put this up here, and then let's go grab us our jet fuel. I may have to remember how to make that pretty soon. So we're going to put some jet fuel in here, looks like. Yep. And some water. Yep. And do you want an engine? I got one here. It's got a little slot there, so I think an engine would go into it, possibly. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see. Tank 3 is empty. Accelerant. Okay, the accelerant is empty, so I need some kind of accelerant to make this. I don't... Oh, I guess it would be power. Power is an accelerant because it accelerates. Engine does not have enough fuel to be extracted. Okay, I'm not trying to extract fuel. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put a little power into this. And it's cold. Okay. So the pulse jet is a powerful furnace. While it will not smelt ordinary recipes, it will melt obsidian into glass that is immune to TNT. Oh, okay, that's cool. Melt armor and tools back into ingots and make steel more efficiently than a standard furnace. It will get very, very hot. Good to know. And it will ignite nearby flammable materials. That wood may not be a good place to be. Okay. Keeping it cooled with water is necessary. While there's no minimum power requirement, the jet requires high shaft speeds. The pulse jet consumes jet fuel to operate. It's a rather large amount of it, and the machine receives its power from below. Oh. Okay. That's good to know. Power comes from below. So let's get down here. And, excuse me, there we go. Okay. So, this is power from below. How is that? Okay, do I just click this on there? Okay, I'm clicking on the right spot. Okay, click here. I don't know how that's going to work. Oh, I need to make those, like the bevel gears. I think I got an extra bevel gear. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so if I set bevel gear, bevel gears, there we go. Okay, just like I have set up over here for the extractor, the bevel gears go underneath. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting how I'm going to do this. Okay, am I even hitting this? Make sure. I am not breaking anything. All right, let's get up here and just break it this way. There we go. Okay. So we put the bevel gears here, and I tell it that I want the output to go up. Okay, I think that's right. And I put the engine here. The engine here. Turn it around. And now I put the fuel in here. Is that working? Error. What error? What's erroring? I have no speed. Because I don't know. I have... Invalid or missing items. I guess I need more water, probably. Because it takes 3 buckets to fill up. Tank 2 is empty. What is tank 2? Oh, this thing over here. I didn't see that. Okay, what goes in tank 2? It doesn't tell me. Okay. I know that's jet fuel. I know that's water. I know that's power. I don't think there's any... If it's empty in the setup, I don't think anything needs to go in there. And unless I don't have enough jet fuel, which I have to remember how to make that. Let's see. The pulse jet consumes fuel to operate. It's very large. The machine receives its power from below. I have the power below it for sure, because I think when we look at it, it's not getting hot. Okay, all right. Let's look at the bevel gear again. Bevel gear. Input side is, I'm facing, is that east? No, wait, which way am I facing? I'm facing west. Input side is going to be west. Come on. Come here. Input side is west. Input side is west. Output side is up. Yeah, otherwise the gears wouldn't be turning if that wasn't going the right way. The only thing I think of I need is more fuel. The clothes, well, it will not smell, or it will TNT, armor, keeping it cool with water is necessary. I either need more jet fuel, or higher temp is broken. Yeah, I'm thinking the only other thing I can put in here is more jet fuel, but I don't know how to heat it up. Because it didn't say anything about how to heat it. Let's go back to the quest on that, because that's a good point. The furnace requires a speed of... it's not going... Okay, I'm going to have to get some... Alright, I need to get some better speed into it. So, well, it said it required 131 rads per second. Okay, and I know that the engine itself... Remember, if we go back to our setup that we were talking about earlier, this engine alone will get 500 rads per second. Oh, I don't need another one of those. Put a little bit of fuel in here. Put lava or fire underneath it. That would make sense. That would heat it up. Yeah, so that's getting 512. I think, yeah, if I'm going to put, okay. This is as well. The furnace also turns most of... Yeah, I mean, I need a heat source. So, that makes sense. Now, our problem is, can I get my... Can I get my jet fuel out of it? I don't know. The power comes... Okay, so the power comes from below it. So, I can't put a heat source underneath it. Because that would... But, it did get warmer. It's still getting warmer. Okay. Let's let this run a little bit. Maybe it just needs to kind of warm up. I can get the friction. Oh, maybe I can get the friction heaters. That'll warm it up. Remember these little things here? These friction heaters? My inventory is getting so full. Okay, we'll have to move all this stuff at some point. So if I get the friction heater, rub that up against it, and then put this here, turn that around, put some power in it. It still says invalid missing item. The accelerant is saying it's empty. I don't know what the accelerant would be. Maybe okay, let's... I feel like I always get stuck on one thing. The furnace requires a speed of 131,000 rads per second, which your previous engine setup should be able to satisfy with both gearboxes set to speed mode. So unless 131,000 rads per second? Alright. It said, alright. Let's get our gearboxes in here. What's 216? 16 by 1 gearboxes. Okay. So if I take, there's a 16 by 1 gearbox. And I have another 16 by 1 gearbox. I had a bunch of these. I had a bunch of those. Silicone powder. Oh, they're all right there. I have 4 of them right there. Okay, so we're going to put one of those. Green is input, red is output. Okay. Put one of these. Green is input, red is output. And then put the engine next to it. Or do I need like the whole setup with all these shaft things too? Is there different tiers of speed? Well, so if we look here, there's a different modes. So there's torque mode and there's speed mode, which we're going to, let's just do our initial setup here. So if I turn this, put some fuel in it. Let me grab some more fuel. So let's put a little bit of fuel in here. And if I shift click it with the wrench, it changes it from torque mode to speed mode. So it wants both of those on, I can't put them both on speed mode Because if I put them both on speed mode, it doesn't like it. But that's where I said that whole setup that it talked about required these shaft junctions. All right, so we're gonna go to Google real quick because the only thing that it says is invalid or missing items. The accelerant is empty, and the accelerant is either supposed to be empty or not. So the pulse jet furnace. We're gonna go to Google real quick. You guys are gonna come with me. Don't worry, come with me. Pulse jet furnace. Rotary craft. Okay, let's look at some pictures here. All right, yep, that's the pulse jet furnace. And yeah, take me to the wiki. The machine added by rotary craft is a furnace used to create certain materials at very high temperatures. It can also melt armor. So it makes sense that it needs to be super hot in order to do that. It needs to be super duper hot for it to work. Okay, let me clear out my inventory just a little bit. I've got way too much going on. And so let's put these items are rotary craft items. I'll put them all up so I know where they all are. Yeah, you're a rotary craft item for right now. Let's go put this stuff in the system. So I think it's supposed to get hot with the jet fuel, because jet fuel, if it runs on jet fuel, that's what makes it hot. But you're bringing up some very good questions, and I'm sure one of those is actually going to be the right answer. Let me actually go ahead and make some more jet fuel. I think this was making jet fuel here. Oh, I got 28,000. I got 28 buckets of jet fuel. Real good there. What if I turn everything around? Well, I'm actually okay. So let's just pick all this up. Let's just not work with it in this area. All right, let's work over here. Okay. So we know that the power comes from below. So we're going to have to put a bevel gears underneath it, and that's going to output up, and the input's going to go wherever we want it to go. So I don't know if it matters which way it goes, but it's definitely going in the right spot. So it's going to get its power from below. Right now the temperature is at 30 degrees just by itself. So that's simple enough. Let's put a little bit of water in it. It holds at least 3 buckets of water. So we'll just put all 3 buckets in it. 1, 2, 3. And since I have all this jet fuel here, I forgot I actually had a bunch of jet fuel over here. When I made it, I made plenty. We'll put the jet fuel in it. Okay, so it's got 3 out of 8 buckets of jet fuel. To where those diamond things are facing the other way. Oh, we said maybe these need to be facing the other way. Okay, well, there is a certain position where they have to go. So you see this little hole here. This hole is where we're going to basically turn these gears, which is what's going to give us the power. So they have to input here. Green is input, red is output. So I want the power source is going to push into this gear, and it's going to turn this gear here. Green is input, red is output. So that's very important. But there is a certain amount of speed that it needs to get to, and it says something about 131,000 rads per second. So let's do our little testing setup over here. So we have this dynamometer. It's going to tell us what we need to do to get our speed up as high as we can. So we're going to need to probably use multiple engines. So let me grab, I got 3 engines here. So I also have the fastest the speed I've ever been able to get it to go was 512 rads per second. That just doesn't seem right. 131,000 rads per second. That seems like an impossible speed. So if I just put one of these here, green is input, red is output, and just hook one engine up to it, put a little bit of power in there, we know the engine by itself gets 512 rads per second. So this is what I did in my initial testing process. I didn't realize I had to get to 131,000. That doesn't seem right. So with right now with this set at torque, it's only getting 32 rads per second. But if I shift click and change it to speed, oh, that's 8,000 rads per second. Okay. Okay, this makes a little bit more sense. So with this setup here, I can get 8,000 rads per second. Okay, okay. So what we're going to do, we are going to use the shaft junctions. What was my previous engine before? The gasoline engine. So I have the performance engines, which we just made. So I may need to use the performance engines. I'm really surprised that I didn't have a quest that tells me how to make that piece of material, since it is a critical piece here. But that's fine. We have an understanding of what we need to do. Okay, so when we had set up earlier, we have 3 engines here. So green is input, red is output. Okay, so green is input, red is output. Okay. No, there we go. And I don't know, let me see. Okay, if I do this here, green is input, red is output, and put an engine here, and then if I do this here, green is input, red is output. Okay, and then put this one here. Green is input, red is output. Okay, so these are the standard ones now. So if I want to turn these power on, set these both to speed. We are currently generating still 8,000 rads per second. That did not help at all. Even though I have 2 engines currently going in here, the speed is exactly the same. Now if I turn one of these to torque, I have no idea what it's doing. It's wigging out on me. It's wigging out. Yeah, I'm only getting 8,000 rads per second on yeah. That makes no sense. Okay, so Penguin, you're asking great questions. I'm looking to see what else you're asking, because there's got to be something that I'm totally missing here. The furnace requires a speed of 131,000 rads per second. We keep saying my previous engine setup should be able to satisfy with both 16x1 gearboxes set to speed mode. But this previous setup we never could completely understand, because it wasn't explained very well. Okay. Let's see. Place 3 shafts between your engine and bed up zones. It requires stations, or 3 shafts between your engine setup and bevel gears to directly power the extractor. But it kind of doesn't matter, because only one of these does. Oh wait. Do I need to do a combination? What if you use the setup that you already made? Well, this setup here, that is the same setup that I just set up out here. And I'm actually getting more speed than I had originally. I just didn't have the gears on it. So the gears I did not have originally on it. And without the gears, it only gets, let's see. If I turn this on, without the gears, and there's no speed mode, I'm only getting 512 rads per second. So I still have to get the speed up to 131,000. So with 1 gear, it gets it. Okay. So with 1 gear, so I've never had it up that speed. That speed is a new speed is what it's wanting me to do. So what we're going to try to do is grab, I have a 2x1 setup. That's an 8. Yeah, I've got this 2. It originally wanted to do like a 2, 16, and 1, which didn't make any sense before. So if I hook this up, green is input, red is output, and put a 2 in front of it. Green is input, red is output, and change this around. Okay. I actually don't necessarily even need this right now. Okay, so let's put that there. Okay, so let's fire this up. And so make sure that this is set to speed mode. And see, that pretty much cut this speed in half by putting a 2 in front of this. So having one 16 gear and one 2 gear. Okay. Now that putting them both in speed mode doubles it. Okay, that's in speed mode, that's in speed mode. And now we're getting 16,000 rads per, okay, 16 rads per second. Okay. All right, 16 rads per second. So if I have that going into a shaft junction, let's turn this around. So that's still going to be going at 16,000 rads per second. Now if I have this same setup coming out this way, let's just, I only have a 16 gear. Let's use this one first. 16,000 rads per second right now. If I increase this by adding another engine into it, and why are you not going? Why are you not turning? You have fuel. Yeah, that's not even turning at all. Wait, what? Green is input, red is output. Why is this not turning? Green is input, red is output, because I had to go in the wrong way. Okay. I have no, the numbers are just kind of jumping all over the place. So it goes up to 16, and I don't know if we're getting enough speed. That's weird. Put some more fuel in. I know there's a little bit of delay. There's a little bit of delay. So yeah, this has got fuel, so it's running. I think I had the wrong input. I keep saying green is input, red is output, but I wasn't even doing it. Yeah, this is not... I don't know how fast it's going. Okay, let me make another 2x1 gearbox so they both can actually be matched. Because I have an 8 over here. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Instead of putting a 2 here, because 2 doubled it, right? If 2 doubled it, okay. So I can't have both of those going at speed. Okay. I can have a 2 going at speed with a 16 going at speed. Okay. But this is just confusing it, basically. Put you at speed. Alright, 16,000. Yeah, maybe add another 2x1. That's what I'm thinking. If I add another 2 in this setup here. Yep, we're on the same page. We're on the same page. So let's definitely do that. Let's get another 2 going. Oh, give my fuel. Where's my fuel? Give me my fuel. Let's get another 2x1. I think I have enough to make that. Gear. So I need one of these. And then I'm going to need one of these. Oh wait, where'd all my steel go? I put the steel, oh, I don't have the plates, there we go. All right, so take that, and yeah, we're thinking the same thing, Penguin. We got this. Then I go over here to this work table, put this there, put a little lubricant in it because you don't want to mess it up like I've done before. All right, think put another 2 on this side possibly. Okay, that's double our 2s. Green is input. Welcome back, Wizard. You got all your groceries and and Bao get food. Now get food. Okay, all right. Oh, need to put lubricant in there. I always put the lubricant in there, which I thought I did, but maybe I put it in the wrong one. Lubricant. No, wait. Lubricant in there. I think I have double lubricant. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because if I don't use lubricant in it, it actually damages the machines, which is why some of those are not stacking, because they're not actually are damaged. Okay, so let's try this. Okay. All right, so I have this one's on speed. This one's on speed. This one's on torque. So with them all on speed, okay, with them all on speed, we do get 32,000 rads per second. Okay. So we've gone from 8 to 16 to 32. Do I just need like a bunch of 2s? Because we need 131,000. And I don't know how to get that. Okay. Let's try to put the other 2 on the other side. Because I should be able to get 2 engines set up. Let's put you here. Green is input, red is output. All right. That should be giving me 16. Yep. And that should be giving me, I'm nervous. What if I triple the setup? Okay. So no matter how many I have going into one of these, I'm only going to get 16. I'm only going to get the power of 1. So unless, okay, the other option, yeah, so we're not going to use the more than 1 engine. We can't use more than 1 engine. But if I had the 2, let's go back to what we had. And your speed, your speed, your speed. So all these are speed, and they're getting 16 by 2 by 2. So do I just keep adding more 2s? Yeah, because I was trying to do more than one setup. So this is definitely doing 32,000 rads per second. Let me make sure I'm not missing a number on what this pulse engine actually needs. Yeah, 131,000 rads per second. With both gearboxes. See, it says I'm supposed to have 2 of the 16 gearboxes. Oh, now instead. Okay, that makes more sense with it. Now instead of bow. Okay, or bow. So now it's time to get food. Yes, food time. Okay. Yeah, I knew it said we were going to go longer today for sure because I have to figure this out. We're going to figure this one out. Guys, remember, if you're watching this on the replay and you know the answer to this, please feel free to leave a comment. I'm sure you probably can figure out an easier way to do it than I can. Soon just to create and yeah, add more. That just seems ridiculous. And especially since they said both of the 16 by 1 gearboxes, I can't get 2 16 gearboxes for this setup. To actually run. I mean, if I add another 16 gearbox to this setup, green is input, red is output, and turn this around, and set both of these to speed mode, see that it just Maybe that needs to be torque, so both of those are speed. Yeah, I'm only getting 32,000. Because what are you? This is set for, see now this is set for torque, and that's set for torque. If I try to change these to speed, they stop running. So yeah, let's throw another 2 in. Let's toss another 2 in and see what happens. The 16x1 gearboxes they might be broken. Yeah, there's something that's not adding up for sure. But let's make another 2. What's the worst that can happen? So so those are 16s. That's another 16. See, this one's got damage on it because I messed up. Because I messed up. Okay, so let's make another 2 and see if that will work at all. Put this here. All right. So I know this setup will give us 32,000. Ideally, if I put another 2 in, it should change it up to 64,000. If I put this at speed, and I think, hold on, did everything slow down? Okay, change you back to speed. Put you at speed. Yep, and that just stops it. What are you set for? You're set for speed. And this is taking damage because I didn't put any lubricant in it. I didn't put any lubricant in it. I forgot to put lubricant in it. Come here. Come here. Okay. That was going to be damaged a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So I think we're at a stopping point. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research. We didn't get nearly where I wanted to go because I could not get this micro turbine to work. So we have the micro turbine over here, and we know that it gets power from the bottom, but the micro turbine, it needs something. I mean, I've got plenty of jet fuel in it. I can put more jet fuel in it, but I need to get the temperature up. I need to get it hotter, and it says it's supposed to get very hot. Keeping it cooled water is necessary. The only way I know how to, according to wait, this is the pulse. Yeah, I need the pulse jet furnace to make an item for the micro thingy. And according to this, the furnace, okay, let me Google it because this is what it says in the quest book, but maybe there's something different. Let's see, there's a certain temperature. It says it actually required speed has to be 131,072 rads per second. It can have a max temperature of 1,000 degrees Celsius, so it will go up to 1,000 degrees, and it just consumes water and jet fuel. So I think we have all of that, with the exception of trying to get the actual speed that we need. So what is the ideal way to get to 131,000 rads per second? Maybe I need to utilize the performance engine for it. Let's test these performance engines. We've been using these other engines. Let's use the performance engine in this setup. Performance engine there. All right. With this setup, the performance engine does require water. So I'm going to put water manually into this to keep it cool. I'm going to need, water? What if I put fire on one side and lava on the other of this to heat it up? No, so it's to get this as hot as it actually needs. And it is, no matter what I'm going to do as far as getting the heat that I need, I still need to get the speed to be 131,000 rads per second. I am actually checking that one on Google. I'm on the wiki for it. So the speed is what's keeping us from reaching it now. So we have to get this speed set up to 131,000 rads per second. So the only other engine we have made so far is the performance engine. There are other engines that that we are to be making, or there are in this pack. Of course, just going with the quest book right now. Let's see. All right, so let's go ahead. All right, we're gonna go to the. Let's go to the Nether real quick and grab some more blazes. Yeah, so I'm definitely going longer today. Much longer stream. See if we can try to figure this out. If the performance engine doesn't work, we're going to check one more engine, but I'm going to need some blazes in order to get this to work. So let me go over here to my blaze farm. I think I have fire. Oh, I just have regular protection on here. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. My sword has looting on it, so I should be able to get some more. I'll do some farming of some blazes for next week for sure as well. Where's my spawner? Where's my spawner? Where's my spawner? Spawner should be right here. Where's... No, not gas. I don't have time for you. I'm looking for my spawner. That's my spawner. It's right here. Gas. I don't have time. Here. Yeah, there we go. Back. Okay. Blaze spawner. Did my spawner disappear? Oh, it's right there. Okay. It's like, wait a minute. Where's my spawner? It's supposed to be right here. Okay. Come on. Come on, guys. I need some blaze rods. Come on. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. That's my dog. Yang Yang. He's got allergies too, and they mess with his nose. Oh, okay. Come here. Yeah, come here. Give me your... Yeah, I need your stuff. Thank you. All right. We got enough for right now. So 131,000 rads per second is what we're trying to get to. Let's go home. Where's the... I can warp home, I think. I don't think I have warps in here. Well, maybe not. Let's go blaze... I don't... Go portal. I don't have time, gas. Go away. Send me home. I don't have time for your nonsense. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna see how fast this engine can perform for it. So we put fuel in here, one of these, and this will get up to 65,000. Okay, so we can get 65,000 rads per second with this performance engine. Okay, and so you can see how the additive's going. So we're going from 32,000 rads per second up to 65,000 rads per second with this engine. But I think there is one more engine that either we haven't got to, I haven't skipped over anything. There's got to be one more engine that will go even faster in here. And with rotary craft, the AC electric engine, which is something we have not made there. So I'm looking at the speed. Okay, so if I hit shift, I can see the speeds of all of these items. So wait, that says it'll get up to 1,000, 1,000. Okay, what if I just use, okay, here we go. What if you just use one of the two 3 times instead of the 2 2s and 1 16? You know what? I'm willing to try anything. So we're going to use one of the 2s 3 times. So take this 16 out and put so 3 2s. Green is input, red is output. Turn it to speed. And we're only getting 4,000. Make sure that's speed, that's speed, that's speed. With that setup, we're only getting 4,000 rads per second. So that cuts it quite a bit by using that. So that's a nice try on it. Now I am going to try with this setup. If I put a 16, a 2, and let me try to do 16, 2, and 16 with this setup. Turn, that's at speed, that's at speed, and leave this at torque. Nope, that is not like that. Yep, it is not like that. It definitely only likes the 2 16 2 setup. And we're out of power. Let's see. Okay, so that's the fastest we've got it going so far, is by the 64,000 RF a tick. Now, the suggestion we tried to do before was to have one going in this side. Ah, you know something we haven't tried yet is to have one going in each of these sides. I don't know if that's even an option over here. Okay, that might be an option. Hang on, hang on. That's something we have not tried. So if I put a shaft junction here, or maybe we have tried this. That's an input. Okay. That's an input side there. And that's an input. Yeah, I think we have tried this. We put it there. Okay, let's get this one going first. Okay, so let's get this one going first with just the regular engines. So we know the performance engine will pretty much double whatever we have set up. So we know we can use the performance engine to double whatever the original engine does. Because I think if we go back here, we can see the gasoline engine has a speed of 512. The performance engine has a speed of 1024. So it does double. And that is the fastest one. Because they're looking at these other engines. The AC electric engine only does 256. And the hydrokinetic one does 32,000. Yeah, steam engine. I'm not seeing anything that does more than 1,000. So the performance engine does 1,000. Yeah, we did already try that. All right. Well, I hate to have to end it there, but we're gonna have to do some more research. It only did it with one setup. Yeah, you're right. When I had this setup here and one going out, it still only read one. There's got to be something. So we know what, guys, what we're gonna do. We went way over today what I normally wanted to do, but I wanted to get so much further into this and understanding how the torque and the speed and the gears and everything work. Having this little dynamometer, it does help. But yeah, we can get it up to 64,000 with the performance engine, but I just cannot get it up to 131,000. So there's something that I'm missing just in the connection between the gear shafts and the shaft junctions and these gearbox setups, because even trying to make sure I have two of the 16 gearbox setup, it is not quite working out. So this is a puzzle. We're going to put together this puzzle, guys. If you're watching this on the replay, or, you know, Penguin, if you can even just think about it and it comes to you, it's like, oh, I should do this. Leave a comment. This video, of course, is going to be up. You know, this is the live stream we're recording on Sunday, but the video will be up for the replay. Come back, leave a comment and saying, Haley, duh, you needed to do this. I'm totally correct. Yeah, dynamometer. That's a hard word to say for sure. But I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me today. All of you guys that have popped in and out of the stream, you're totally awesome. I will be back live streaming tonight over on Twitch. We're going to be playing some Overcooked 2 with myself, Petunia, Cozy, and Wix. Oh, guys, if you've seen us play Overcooked 1, Overcooked 2 is just going to make you even more frustrated. I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to it. Remember, guys, your support means everything to me on these videos. Definitely leave a like, you know, for here, just for learning or just getting frustrated like I am. Rotary craft it's a challenge, but once you kind of get it, it makes sense. But yeah, it definitely is a challenge. What if I do 2 16s with one engine? You know what? We will try that. I think that's the first thing we tried. But before we go, if this works, I'm going to be so mad at you. Penguin, if this works, I'm going to be so mad at you. No, I'm not going to be mad at you. If this works, I'm going to be mad at myself. But I think this is what we tried originally, because that is the most logical. That's the right word. Okay, put 1 16 here and put another 16 here. We're going to try that to be sure. Green is input, red is output, green is input, red is output. We want to make sure we exhaust all of our options before we just say that, no, it doesn't work. Let me grab just a regular engine. And turn it around. Put some fuel in it. Where's my fuel? I think I may have put it away for a second. Let's just put this fuel in it. Now remember, whatever this engine does, the performance engine will double it. Make both of these speed. Yeah, I can't, so that's one of the issues. They both can't be speed. Only one can be speed and one can be torque. And it just pretty much, let me move this out the way. Yeah, it's pretty much just getting the 512. So the 2, there's something that 2 is doing in this setup to kind of negate this, because that's on torque and that's on speed. If I turn this one to torque, I'm only getting 2 rads per second. If I turn that to speed and that to speed, this one's on speed now, it doesn't work. The engine inside my cave. Okay, so will this one work on that? Okay, you know, trying them all. So they take out the gasoline engine, put in the performance engine, see if that will work. Let's see. Now this one, oh, this one I have to feed in the water. Okay, I got a couple more blades, so let's put in water. Water there. Hi, Chloe. How are you doing? We're just about ending. We're testing out all of our options here. Let's make sure I put, let's see, I'll put half of this in here. So we got some the additive, and let's put a little fuel in as well. So that's gonna run, and it still can't push that second one. Yeah, they both can't be speed. I can make this one speed by itself. So that one's speed, but that one's torque. If I try to turn this one's speed, it turns the other one off. So you're going to play around with this in creative and see what's going on. Perfect. You know what? Yeah, I may have to do the same. I'm going to do some research. Chloe, thank you for popping in at this last minute. I did go a little bit over, but it's good to see you. I hope you guys do enjoy your Sunday, and I hope the rest of your week goes well. And there is a, what are you doing? No, I don't have time for you. I got stuff to do. Go away, Tom. Skeleton. And but yeah, so I'm going to head out, guys. Got some dinner to make. I got some work to actually do. Remember, back over on Twitch, 8 p.m. Central Time. Going to do some Overcooked 2. Hope to see you guys there. And if you're watching this throughout the week, we'll be back next Sunday. We'll put our findings there, leave comments. We will figure it out. And if I figure it out, I'll leave a comment in my own section. All right, for right now, guys, I will see you next week. Bye, guys.